Hello, my fellow rhythm travelers, and that is a taste of our guest artist for today, CAFÉ EDSON da SILVA. And we're going deep into the heart of Brazil today and deep into the heart of this extraordinary artist that it's my delight to introduce you to in a few minutes. And it is such a pleasure to be able to absorb the colors, the fragrances, the textures of rhythm as embodied in different parts of the world. And today I think is going to be a very special example of that. Now we got you.
Wonderful. Good afternoon, everybody. It's a pleasure to be have the opportunity of work with you guys. My name is Edson Silva, and I get a nickname of Café. I'm a Brazilian, right? And I'm a Brazilian with my ancestors are Nigerians and Indians and Portuguese. That's my grandfather. From my father's side is Nigeria. My grand is born here. Then my grandmother is a black Indian, very dark Indian. From my mother's side, my grandfather is a Portuguese. My grand is a Portuguese. And then my grandmother and my grandmother is a African Indian. So it's a beautiful thing. I received this beautiful universe of a culture. That's what we're supposed to be, right, brothers and sisters? And I received that dawn of be the messenger with the drums, with the percussion. And I would like to today to start, share a little bit of my analogy in the Brazilian, Afro-Brazilian rhythms. And I will start with the influence of Angola in Brazil. The capoeira was developed on the slavery time when, our brothers and sisters come from different land and they have to learn to survive, right? The only way to defend themselves was through the disguise. So when everybody was thinking they are dancing, they really was practicing a martial art. That's the capoeira. Then the influence of the Angola in regional in Brazil. So we did have this slavery. One of the guys' name was Zumbi. Zumbi did a reunion all the many different Congo, Bantu, Jeje, Nago, and he created the Quilombo called Quilombo of the Palmares. So that's where the reunion of all these different nations get together and the Brazilian capoeira start developed there. So Zumbi was one of the most important, and they have to fight a lot against the police of Brazil. And capoeira was forbidden. Anytime they are on the street playing, the police come and fight them. So they develop a little called cavalaria, means the horse is coming. Everybody knows what's up to stop that. And so now this culture is spelled all over the planet. You go to Sweden, you have a capoeira class. You go to Japan, you have a capoeira class. You go to Russian, you have a capoeira. So all this labor was on the beginning looked like was negative, but before we have all the African people on the continent of Africa. Now we have all the African people all over the planet. So it was expansion of our culture. So it's beautiful. So we're gonna start today with a rhythm called Idalina, and it's a very interesting because of the berimbau he sing Idalina. The Idalina must be any woman who was on the road playing this kind of style of capoeira. So the berimbau did. Den 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 Idalina, den 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 Idalina, den 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 Idalina, den 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 Idalina, in the home. Den 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 Idalina, den 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 Idalina, den 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 Idalina, den 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 Idalina. Then I'm gonna show with the berimbau how that sound. So maybe we want to play together. What do you think, my friend Eugenie? You think it's a
Yeah,
time
I think
to work that together?
absolutely it's a great idea. Show us the hum part and the pandero part that is the foundation of the capoeira.
Okay. So the pandero in the room, they play a figure. One, two, three. One, two, three. One, two, three. Ding, 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 ding. Ah, ding, 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 ding. Ding, 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 ding. Are you Dalina? Bang, 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 bang. Are you Dalina? Bang, 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 bang. Are you Dalina? Bing, ding, pa. One, two, three. One, two, three, den, 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 Idalina, den, 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 Idalina, bang, 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 Idalina, bang, 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 Idalina. This is the room part, right? So the pandeiro, who some of us know here in America called tamborim, but for us in Brazil is a pandeiro. The pattern is. One, two, three. One, two, three. Bam, 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 Italiana. Bam, 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 Italiana. Bam, 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 Italiana. Ding, 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 Italiana. Bam, 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 Italiana. Bam, 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 Italiana. The sound can be a little bit more complex, but I was talking with my friend Eugenie. I think the Brazilian music is a vast, it's a long range of Brazil of rhythms, African influence. So the best way for us is to learn like a drop, a little bit all the time, a little bit here, and then after everybody get the feeling, you start develop because the music is not written down on the stones. The music is a feeling, right? So when we play the patterns, it's something. If we play something who has no foundation, it's nothing. But when we play something with the foundation, it's something else. So that's our part, like a musician, to be collaborate with the spirit of the music, right? We are the vessel to receive the energy. So every different percussion can play the same rhythms with his own interpretation. So for me to be on the music business for a little while, I learned to be less is more for us, easy to understand because the rhythm is kind of hypnotizing ourselves. When we think we understand, that's when we start getting in trouble because we want to know what notes, what kind of, it's a triplet, or it's a crochet, or it's a fuse, then we get in trouble. But when we drink the energy of music then is easy. You guys are good readers and writers, so I think now we exchange feeling, right? So gonna start with the pandero, okay? If you wanna practice with me a little bit, I play a little bit, and you guys play with me, okay?
So this will be we'll try to imitate your rhythms on our instruments, right?
That's correct.
Okay, yeah. Let me just put myself on mute and I'll pick up my cello and we'll go for it.
Wonderful. Until there, I just keep playing a little bit. Ding, 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 Idalina. Ding, 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 Idalina. Ding, 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 Idalina. Ding, 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 Idalina. Ding, 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 ding. Yes. Okay. Ding, 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 Idalina. Ding, 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 Idalina. Ding, 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 Idalina. Ding, 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 Idalina. Ding, 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 Idalina. Ding, 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 Idalina. Ding, 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 Idalina. Ding, 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 Idalina. Ding, 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 Idalina. Ding, 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 Idalina. So now I'm gonna play the same rhythm with the room, okay? And we keep practice. So more we practice, more easy for us to have independence and understanding of the rhythm, okay? 8, 2. Bang, 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 Idalina. Bang, 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 Idalina. Bang, 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 Idalina. Bang, 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 Idalina. Bang, 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 Idalina. Bang, 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 Idalina. 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Bang, 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 Idalina. Bang, 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 Idalina. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Bang, 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 Idalina. Bang, 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 Idalina. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Bang, 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 Idalina. Bang, 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 Idalina. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Bang, 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 Idalina. Bang, 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 Idalina. Okay. Maybe you guys wanna hear one more time with the beating bow and try to see if we can get in the same tone. Just a moment for me, please.
Yeah, sounds like it's tuned to a D and a E.
Yeah. Let me see. Okay. Let me get there.
Oh, it's a
What you
different
want?
one.
Tell me. Give me the note.
Sounds like it's different now. Is that right?
I go there.
We can come to you.
No, no, play. Give me the.
How about this? Is it too high? Yeah.
Oh, wonderful. So, 1, 2, 1, 8, 2, 8. Beautiful. That was Idalina. Now we're gonna try another rhythm in the berimbau. We call the São Bento Grande. E now this phrase everybody knows. Olha. Berimbau, 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 Now we're gonna put another pattern, but this pattern is in feeling of samba. So far we are playing 2/4, right? Now we're gonna play. Make sense? And I would like to show how the drums work for the samba, okay? So the home is gonna be you show the pandeiro, right?
Beautiful. And the thing I always notice, Cafe, and when I
Yes,
try to analyze the different parts that you, is that almost none of the parts are really possible to write down. You can't
it,
really notate these parts.
I
And
agree with you.
it's
That
especially with the Pandera when they're playing Shoro music or even what you played just now, the
right.
16th notes between the beats are not exactly quantized, are they?
Correct. Because we call the syncopation, right? The Brazilian music is like I say, it's descendant of the Afro culture, right? So we call the polyrhythm.
Yeah.
So the poly means too many together, and but they are together, but they are alive. They are like a water, like the air. They are never on the right time, but they make things move. Bang bang dang, tiki dang, tiki dang, tiki dang 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 dang, tiki dang 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 dang, tiki dang dang dang, tiki dang tiki dang dang tiki dang. If I play straight, is no swing there, right? It's kind of too it's quantized, but right.
That's amazing. And can we just
That
go? Can we
yes,
go? Can we go back to the capoeira for a moment?
right.
Because one thing that we will all receive are some little videos that Cafe made with each kind of layer of the ingredient of the
That,
capoeira.
that's right.
And what I did is I learned each one and put them on my loop pedal, and I thought it might be fun to show those to the group and maybe do some call and response with the group with my loop pedal. Maybe this is a good time to do that.
Beautiful.
Okay. Well, then let me play some of this. So the first one was that the part that you did on the big drum, the conga drum,
The room, yes,
but it has a different name in Brazil. It's called a room, R-U-M, right?
yeah. We call and there we call room, but this is a conga drums. That's you understand. That's not the except the right rhythm for the candomblé. This is more for the modern music. It's
Yeah, yeah,
Afro
gotcha.
influence.
So this rhythm that you played, in the video, again, everyone will have this was kakongat, kakongat,
That's correct.
kakongat, 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 kakongat. Yeah, and that loud accent is actually on the end of one. So the loop I made sounds like this. And then there's a pandero part. There's a pandero part that's almost the same but a little bit different.
Yes,
I added that.
because of the jingles. Yes,
So maybe let's do some call and response with this, folks, for those of you who have your instruments. And if you're singing, you can do the same thing. I'm going to play a couple of the rhythmic seeds that Cafe taught me, and you can play around with them with your voice. And maybe it's helpful to keep the pulse like this, or even to stand up and keep the pulse with your feet.
strong, weak, strong, weak, strong, weak, strong, weak, strong,
Yeah, and
weak,
again,
strong, weak.
and your voice, your playing doesn't sync up with this thing, Cafe. So here we go. This is like a berimbau part.
Wow, very nice.
So again, I'm going to share this loop with the class so you can play with it at home if you want.
And the beauty of is the melodies can come from that beat. You know, the guys, the beating ball has one string, right? You guys have a four or five, some of them, right? And so you can play all these beautiful things and create beautiful melodies on top of this loop. I love what you did. And you play Somente Pequeno, you play Dalina, and you play the some of the very nice.
And I will send notated versions of these, but most of the people in the class have been really excited about just learning by ear as we do this.
That's beautiful.
So yeah, it is. It is great. Should we move on to the next rhythm?
To the Kabila?
The Zakabila.
Yeah, you want a Kabila or you want the Foshe? The 6/8?
Maybe we'll do that last
Okay,
because I think that might be challenging for people.
Kabila.
But actually, you know, we often the material in the class we presented in three levels, level 1, 2, 3, you know.
Right.
But with this class, it seems like inside each style that we're doing, the three levels are there. You know, like
Yeah.
this one is that one is not terribly complicated.
No,
But when you play the berimbau over the top of it, you know, it gets more and more complicated.
get more complicated. And also, it's a call and response, right? So
Mm.
when bidim pop, bidim pop, bidim pa, tim pa, tim pa, tim pa, den 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 pa, bidim pa, bidim pa, gum gum pa, gum 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 pa, gum 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 pa, gum 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 pa, gum 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 pa. You know, it's much more talking, but that's I think it is important to learn the basics and then allowed the voice to come out, right?
That's
Because the way,
so good, Kevin. Yeah, and when we were talking about the Kabila, you were explaining about the kind of family of parts in here. Could you talk about that?
right? Yes, that's correct. Every African drums is based on the family. It's a father, a son, and a mother. So in the Congo drums, on this case, this the high voice on. I'm gonna expand a little bit. On the Afro Cuba, this is the talk. This is the solo. They can talk more. On the Brazilian side, he is the son, so he is the metronome. The father talk a little bit with the son, but keep it. Bang bang pata, bang bang, bang bang pata, bang bang, bang bang pata, bang bang. And the mother, she talk a little bit more. Bang 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 bang, bang bang, bang 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 pata, bang 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 bang, bang bang, bang 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 pata, bang 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 pa, dum pa dum pa dum pa dum, bang 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 pa, bang 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 bang. And the bell We call the agogo bell or the egway.
Maybe we should start with that one, Cafe. That'd be fun to learn that bell part.
Yeah,
Yeah, that would be fun. And also, it's so interesting. You talk about the father, the son, the mother,
right.
and the one that's the most soloistic seems to be the mother.
The mother.
The mother
That
that really does the talking in this, right?
always. My mom, that's why I love my mommy. That's why I love my daughters. And that's why we have to love and respect the women because it's funny now transferring from the human instrument to a body. I think only to have the wonder to create a human being. The woman received that dawn of a think I had and have many different functions on their head. I say we are practical. We do the things, man. We go out. The woman is planning. Is always okay. The food has to be for next week. The baby has to do this. The clothes has to be like. I have to pay that bill. I have to. So the woman always talking, even without the words and thoughts and the function. It is very interesting and it's funny because we call patriarchate on on our time, but before was a women and like I was talking with Eugene today on Afro-Cuban culture has a drum. It's from Nigeria, right? We call it bata. Before 30, 40 years ago, the women was not supposed to play the bata because the menstruation, right? So on the Afro-cultural religion, the drums, some of them get is fit with a powerful herb and sometimes fit with some blood. So it was not supposed to, when you have the period to play that drum, it can create a very, they call it incantations or something like that. But today, that was for the sacred drums, okay, for the bata. But today, we have another kind of drums, it's the same bata, we call the abericula. Abericula is non-consecrated drums. He did not pass for the process of so the women can play anything. A lot of Afro-Cuban women play and sing the bata drum even better than us.
And could you speak a little bit also, Cafe, about we talked about the alabe. Alabe.
Alabe, yes, right. On let's say on the modern music or the music avant-garde, we call drummers, right? Call percussionists. On the religion, the percussionist has named the organ. Okay, organ is the person who play the drums for the orishas, right? And the alabe is the guy who still play the drums for the orisha, but he has a big analogy how to call the sentence. If like Ogun is something, Legua is something, Oshun is something, Oshos is something, Orishaok is something, Omulu. Each one of the deities, they have a proper song for themselves. So the alabe is the guy who has the analogy also to take care, what kind of food they eat, what time they have to be treated, what kind of candle, what kind of incense, what kind of herbs. You understand? Is the person who he is prepared to be like a father of a saint, we call Babalao. And if it's a mother, we call Ialorisha. Okay?
Hmm.
So the
So
alabe
this is
is, yes, please.
no, I just wanted to clarify. So this is like they have like medicine powers in a way, and
Yes.
so they
It
can
is.
they can approach the deities, and
That's right.
they understand how to do that.
That's right. And it's proven to us on the modern medicine. Every medicine is made by the leaves, right? They go to, we call the Oshos. Oshos is the forest, is the air, right?
Hmm.
Orisha, we call the Osan. Osan is the plant. is the sacred place. That's why everything is created by Osen. All the
Mm,
medicine to cure you this, cure you that. Osen is the sacred, is the medicine.
mm,
And it's funny because Iemanjá is the mother of the earth, is the sea, right? Is the one who
mm,
feed ourselves, and also was the one is vehicle for the transportation of the slavers or any culture to come
mm,
through the sea, right?
mm,
That's Iemanjá. Oshun is the sweet water. She lives in the bank of the sweet water, but also she's the queen of the prosperity. She's the queen of the love and the fertility.
mm,
Oshun is the fertility. Anybody, women want to have a son or they always talk with Oshun.
mm.
So, Oba is the one who has the secret of like us saying. eh, and they, there's a lot of partaking, a lot of mythology on this history.
Yes, yes, and much more than we can really take in. But this is
But I,
a beautiful taste of this.
yeah,
And
and
we have one comment in the chat. Cadomble.
the candomblé, that's the religion. It's funny because we have the Umbanda, who is a light, much more light. We even call some people call the white table. Then we have the candomblé, who is a little bit more heavy and more powerful and have a lot of analogy. Then we have another faction called Kimbanda. That is a little bit more heavy and can work with black magic and stuff like that.
Mm,
But it's funny because people heard voodoo, they think the voodoo is negative. No, voodoo is the entities. It's
mhm.
all these nations together. When we practice this religion, we call the voodoo.
All right.
And everybody thinks it's a voodoo is for Haitian, the one who people get to.
Put curses on people.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, voodoo is an entity. Is all these beautiful things, the magic of I don't call religion, but I call the spirituality.
Hmm.
And it's very interesting. I was tell Eugene today, you know, I walk on the street sometimes, and because I have my beads and stuff like that, a lot of people call to ask me for blessing to me. Hi,
Mm.
cafe. Hi, they call my uncle. Oh, blessings. I say yes. God bless you. Always God, because the Creator is one. Doesn't matter what religion we're talking about, is one force. And that force is they call omniscient, omnipotent, omnipresent. That's the creator. I
Omnipotent.
believe on
Yeah.
that too. But he delegate powers to, you know, I have a story. Just a moment. When Olodumare on Afrocultura asked for Oshala to create humankind, okay? Oshala come to create the humankind, and then he say, now you have to both bring them to the earth. But Oshala, we call the Orisha Funfun, is the Orisha who have the white color. And all his tools are very light, it's silver, everything is silver. And the earth was so dense, he cannot come down and cut the earth with silver. So he asked for the entity called Ogun. We are now on the civilization of Ogun. You know why? Everything is made in metal. And Ogun also is the warrior. He is the symbol of a policeman because guns and knives, anything metal related to Ogun. So it's very interesting, right?
Mm, it is.
So
Yeah.
everyone has a and then Shango is the justice. Shango and Oya. Oya has the power to bring us to the Orun, we call to the back home, right? She is one who is
Hmm.
responsible for shape this whole world. Every, she's the wind, she's the hurricane, and she is our angel, right? Who bring her back to the way we come from. It's very
Beautiful cafe, beautiful.
it's
And
very
I wish everybody in this class could have a long car ride with you like I have had. So there's a lot to take in. Well,
And
we have enough time to shed the Kabila a little bit together. Shall we do that?
definitely, definitely. And I'm gonna play with you guys, and I'm gonna sing something just for you guys to have a feeling. Salve o Congo, salve Angola, Umbanda, Quimbanda e Candomblé. Cruzeiro salve o povo da rua. Axé, axé, Modupué, Onibabá. Nos terreiros, na senzala, tem Mucambaxé e tem Aô. O seu tranca é orixá, ô. That is the part of the lei, okay? This is the drum lei. You wanna play with me a little bit on the cello?
Yeah. I have to go on mute.
Yes?
I have to go on mute because it won't sync up, you know. So
Okay,
why don't you give us a couple of phrases and then we can all imitate you, like call and
that's all right.
response.
Papindim, 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 papindim. Papindim, 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 papindim. 3, 4. Papindim, 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 papindim. 2, 3, 4. Papindim, 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 papindim. 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 E papindim, 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 papindim. E papindim, 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 papindim. 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 E papindim, 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 papindim.
This is
So,
the perfect example, Cafe, because if I wanted to notate that,
right.
I wouldn't know how to notate it. I could do an eighth note and 2/16 notes, but that's really not it. It's not bump daka
No,
don't daka, and it's
and,
not triplets. It's not bakoko gakoko.
no.
It's something in between there.
And already starting Ana Cruz, right? Anticipate.
Yeah,
No,
you just have
Ana
to
Cruz
drink that
because E,
juice.
E, pa, E, 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 E. It's the first part. So now we're gonna try. Okay, we're gonna try the second part, the father, right? And the rhythm was basically like this. Bang, bang, pa, pa, bang, bang, pa, pa, bang, bang, ta, ta, bang, bang, ta, ka, bang, bang, pa, pa. Salve o Congo, salve Angola, Umbanda, Quimbanda e Candomblé. A Uzerê salve o povo da rua. Axé, axé, Emodupué, Onibabá. Nos terreiros, na senzala, tem Mucambaxé e tem Aô. O seu tranca é orixá, eu. Pata, quendem, paca, tendem, pata, pendem, pata, pendem, pata, pendem, pata. Slowly. Pendem, pata, pendem, pata, pendem, pata, pendem, pendem, pata, pendem, pata, pendem, pata, pendem, pata, pendem, pata, pendem. bang, pata, bang, pata, bang, pata, bang. Bang, bang, pata, bang, pata, bang, pata, bang. Bang, bang, pata, bang, pata, bang, pata, bang. Slowly. Bang, bang, pata, bang, pata, bang, pata, bang.
That's beautiful. And those are really comprehensive. And then on top of that,
The
the mother
mother.
does the talking.
That's the talking now. That's the mommy. So I let me just change a little bit because I think I'm not seeing the mother. I'm gonna just fix a little bit. I think
Okay.
now you guys can see,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, it's good.
So if it was pending pata, pending pata, pending pata, pending pata, pending pa, 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 pending pata, pending pata, pending pata, pending pata, pending the mother pa, pending, 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 bang, 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 bang. Bang 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 ding 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 zing 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 ding 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 zing zing ding 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 zing zing ding 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 zing ding 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 zing zing ding ding ding
Gam, bum bum,
ding ding ding
gang 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 gang, gang, bum bum, gang 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 gang, gam, bum bum, gang 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 gang, gang gang, bum bum, gang 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 gang.
Beautiful. Let's try to play together. I play four and you guys play together a little bit. Yes? I'm gonna go slow first, okay?
Eugene, you might want to mute yourself.
I'm sorry? Yes, please. Can you tell me again?
Eugene needs to mute himself.
Oh, Eugenie.
So, because otherwise we don't, you're not together.
Okay,
Done.
okay. So if I say strong, weak, strong, 2 4, strong, weak, strong, weak, strong, weak, strong, weak, strong, weak, strong, weak, strong, weak. 1 2 1 2 1 2. Strong, weak, strong, weak, strong, weak, strong. Dang, 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 da, da. Bang, 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 da, da. Strong, weak, strong, weak, strong, weak, strong, weak, strong, weak, strong, weak, strong, weak. E. Bang, 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 bang. Bang, 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 bang. bang, 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 bang. Bang, 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 bang. Bang, 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 bang. E. E. Dang, 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 dang. E. E.
Cool. Could we try it with the loop I made for this cafe?
Yes, please.
Okay. So again, I think I started with that bell pattern. It's a little fast.
That's okay.
And here's the big drum.
You can start it.
And then here's the father. We can try some call and response with this.
Yes,
Basically do the same pattern you just taught us,
it's beautiful.
the one I was playing. But if you play cafe, that it doesn't line up with it doesn't sync up. So
I listen to you guys.
sorry about that. Yeah,
I just play. I do the downbeat.
it doesn't really work.
Okay, play with you guys.
get the idea. And mostly, I just wanted to show that to folks to just as an illustration of taking these different elements that will be in the videos that you'll receive of Cafe doing these, and learning each one, and then trying to, what would it be, kind of melodicize them, I guess is one word, to kind of put them in different registers, and then see what it sounds like, and then see what comes up in your own playing. What motivates you to play, and how you feel, and does it feel good, and what does it draw out of your instrument. So that's the kabila.
Yeah, and it's very nice because there's a lot of melodies coming already in my mind. We can do a next album already with the idea.
Well, this is something that Jamie said too. You know, when he suggested taking any one of these little rhythms and the things that we were working on and just hang out with them, because once you do
Yeah,
that, the melodies begin to just happen,
yeah,
don't they?
it's so beautiful. They keep saying that before the music, if it was no rhythm, it has nothing, right? The first strike is then come the melody and then the harmony. So it's so important for each one. I'm trying to learn cello too because he is an incredible cellist. So I worked with him so many times, and I bought a cello from a friend of mine who already passed away. Don Roman was an incredible drummer. He come from I think Sweden or some, and he has a it's a three-quarter cello. I have
Oh,
this
yeah.
three, so I've been trying to develop too, and it's so important for us musicians to learn different things. We cannot. I always say this stylist are gonna die. We cannot be stylists anymore. We have to be able to be versatile. All the
Mm-mm.
cultures, all belong to us. It's not Brazilian, it's not African, it's not Sweden, it's not Italian. Everything is here belong to the people on the planet Earth.
Oh my
And,
God, what a beautiful, beautiful
right?
way to close this presentation, Cafe.
Yes, up to
Because you
us.
know, we worry about cultural appropriation sometimes. We worry about taking the beauty from another culture and wearing that as our own clothes, and that there's something wrong with that.
But it's our clothes because we belong to a family on the planet Earth.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter whatever we come from, we are created by the same energy. And he allowed us. When they say richness, we think be rich is to have a lot of money. No, be rich is to be open. And they say extract from the bottom of our soul all the treasure we have. This is our treasure. So we bringing from the among of our souls to the planet Earth. We call the phenomenon. The phenomenal world is the outside of us,
Hmm.
right? So it's. I tell people I have no guilt of anything. It's no good at all for us to carry it. We are divine, we are son of the creator, and we are reflex of them. So all the power they give to us, I'm just glad he did not give us the secret because we still a human being. And like a human being, unfortunately we have a lot of how to say a lot of power, but we have the weakness of the body. If we know the mystery of life, I will just give it to Eugenia. Maybe I don't give it to you. And that's why the Creator doesn't give to us. He keep all this because He allowed us to do whatever we want. Even this crazy people doing a lot of stuff, He don't intervene. He give us the liver arbiter. But it's up to us to say He give the power to discern. We have this beautiful computer here. We know if I hurt you, I hurt myself. Some of us know that as the conscience. And some of us is still a child. Maybe it's the first time we pass by here. We don't know how important to relate it. It's a family. That's the way
Thank you so much, Cafe.
I appreciate that.
That's so beautiful. Yeah, and
Yeah.
we have about 10 minutes left in the session, and I would like to open this up if people have some appreciation or questions or any comments about what you said. So yeah, go ahead, Tina.
I can't tell if this is a smart question or a dumb question, so I'm going to ask it.
That sounds very promising.
Oh, good. Are we talking about when you do a rhythm cafe? Are you thinking of a steady pulse that you do the rhythm in relation to, or each time does the new rhythm build itself onto
Yeah,
a pulse? Because I can't. Otherwise, you can't tell where things start and end exactly.
right. Well, first thing I would say, music is a fluid, right? Music is a is the air.
Fluid.
It's oh yeah, it's right there. The answer is right there. So she can go to any place and come back and go, and it's always in sync. That's why we say polyrhythms. Uh, we on the modern world we learn to go to Africa and talk to 2/4. Somebody else talk a note. Everything is inside of this big bowl of the rhythm. That's what we call polyrhythm. And because this is my perception, okay? I'm not the right person to say everything is right or wrong, but to be a percussion and to be able to fit, I have to be malleable, versatile, flexible, because the rhythm is made to support the melody and harmony. So any different arranger, they make ideas. Oh, I want how are you gonna fit that? I have to support. So my function is I'm like the grounding. I have to be able to hold all this weight on top of my construction, right? And at the same time, I can be colorful. I can be playing different bells, different chimes. You understand? I wish I answered your question. So,
Can I address that question in
yes,
the
please.
European way?
Yeah,
You know, I would say that the pulse is very grounded and almost sacred in its foundation and its gravity. And then the unnotatable quality of the inside of each pulse is part of a tension that is constantly being released. It's a tension and release that's inside the pulse. And so I believe that addresses some of the questions about the unnotatable quality of these eighth notes and 16th notes, and maybe addresses how CAFÉ can make everything flexible to also adjust to whatever the arrangement is, in the horns and stuff like that.
that's correct. I have another theory, right? This hand close is a point, right? This hand close. Look when this hand is open. It's infinite. Was closed was just one point. Let's see, that was the quantize. But when I open my hand, look how many options I have. All this universe, all these meridians around. It's for me. It was
That's so good, Cafe. That's so good.
incredible. My philosophy taught me that. The Satan Oye taught. When you
Wow.
have one hand closed, you are a point. When you have your hand open, you are infinite. We are infinite. So
Let's take
many
another
options.
question from Ellen,
Please.
or comment.
Hello, thank you. I just noticed a moment ago that you hummed out a rhythmic um, melodic pattern, and then you started clapping to it after you did it. And I think a lot of times what we do is we come up, we find a rhythm to work with, and then we play on top of that. And I think it was really cool to see that. I almost want to kind of see that again. You know, you went ba da 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 da, and then you started putting your rhythm under it. And I think sometimes we just do it the other way. And I was flipping that. It was fascinating how many types of pulses you can find under something that you hum to yourself.
Right. It's like a surfer, right? The surfer need the branch. to be in top of the water, right? Without that branch, he gonna succumb. He gonna go down. So the percussion is the branch to bring the music to whatever they wanna go. The composition. So he is right here on my back, and I would say the rhythm are supporting all this. That's what it's always interesting to understand where is the one. They say, where is the one? The one is inside of ourselves, right? If you don't know where the center it is, then you're really in deep trouble. But you're not, because the one can be in any place. So it's just confidence. I have to be confident, then I can go to the symphony orchestra without the part and play with them and found my spot, my space, right?
Well, this is why everybody wants you in their recording sessions, Cafe.
Oh my God, I appreciate that. God is
Yeah.
good to us.
A
God
few
is
more
good.
comments. Let's take a few more comments. Go ahead, Marcia.
Well, I want to thank you so much for this wonderful session. And I just was enjoying the call response so much because and I've been playing drums a lot today,
Wonderful.
uh, with in these during this time, and I really felt so much just the rolling rhythm and the feeling of what we were doing. It was so much in my body. And then it was sort of like, well, whether or not I can play anything on the cello, it doesn't really matter. I mean, I just was so much in the rhythm, and that experience was so much the opposite of sort of my approach of the approach of kind of, well, we're going to figure it out on this instrument, but what the heck is the body feeling anyway, you know? And it was this
Good.
reversal, and it was so joyful. Thank you.
Appreciate. They used to say to us, whatever we can sing, we can play. That's why sometimes da 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 bang 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 bang. Bang. If I can sing that phrase, I can play. So then it's just independence. After that, music's complex, right? You have to put in here, then you have to put it here, and then you have to allow the hand left to obey the right. It's complex. It's not that simple. But we are so, can I say, we are so fortunate. We are. I say to people always, musicians. I wish all the politicians was just like us musicians, dedicated to the right thing. But
Dedicated to the right thing. And
yeah,
you certainly are, Cafe.
we are.
Anyone else?
I'll just share. I was just thinking, Cafe, when you said that, the one is inside of you and it can be in different places. And I thought I saw last weekend a kora and guitar concert. And it was very, very beautiful. But I loved that at different times throughout the night, the two musicians, they mostly had their eyes closed. They were very deeply listening, but sometimes they were tapping totally different pulses, and it was just like wonderful. Like they were in different parts of the beat, and it was so cohesive sounding. But like watching their feet like travel in these different places was so fascinating, and I was just like, I have no idea where the one is. And I'm looking at them watching this thing work so well, and yet they're like responding slightly differently in the music. It was so cool.
Right. I think was the first vehicle of communication, right? So when we play together, all three or four or 10 musicians, the idea is to be listen to them and compliment them because everything is answer and question, right? Question and answer. I ask something, we don't talk at the same time, right? You just spoke, then I'm spoken. So that's music too. Communicate is listen. Another point. One mouth, two nose, two ears, two eyes. Talk less, see a lot, breathe a lot, and listen more. That's the philosophy of life, right? That's then we know what the one it is. I appreciate it. You guys giving. I think I'm giving to you. Maybe you think that you're giving me a lot. because you give me the opportunity to go inside of myself and make analogies. Because sometimes we are right and we are wrong. Sometimes we know, but we don't talk. So you guys give me the opportunity for me to go inside of my soul and extract the best I have to share with you guys. So I'm growing with you guys too.
Ellen, I see your hand still up. Is that you have another point? No? Okay, fine. Well, perfect timing. That brings us to the end of the hour, end of the session. So, Cafe, big thanks. We all thank you so much for spending this time with us.
Blessing to us, a lot. Viva, let's say salute to the music.
A lot of wonderful comments. Thanks so much,
Salute to the
Cafe.
music.
Really moved by this session. This is so beautiful. Thank you for sharing your soul and music. Really moved by this session. Thank you, Cafe, for a deeply enriching immersion. Feeling the one. Thinking about what Ellen said. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Beautiful. All
Okay.
right. Well, signing off for this week, and next time we'll meet. We're going to meet next Saturday at 2:00. And Cafe, we're going to meet with Satoshi next week.
The drummer.
Yeah, Satoshi Takeshi. I thought you knew him. Maybe you don't know
I
him.
know. Yeah, we play with Elena Elias.
Oh, of course, with Eliane. Yes, of
We
course.
play across with Elena Elias.
Well, a lot of thanks in the chat here for all that you gave us today, Cafe. Thank you very
We
much.
appreciate. We are so happy to be able to share.
And again, this is, the music of Brazil is such a deep treasure chest, and this is really just opening up the lid and just taking a slight taste and a slight fragrance of this extraordinary tradition. And I can't think of a better person to represent it. So thank you again,
I
Cafe.
appreciate that.